सो हम वापस से पहुंच चुके हैं ज़ाकोपने के सेंटर में। और एक्चुअली लास्ट नाइट का मैं थोड़ा आपको रिकैप दे देता हूँ क्या हुआ। बेसिकली यू रिमेंबर कि हम वो रेस्टोरेंट में गए देखने की डिनर का क्या सीन है, पर यहाँ पे अनफॉर्चुनेटली वेजिटेरियंस के लिए बहुत ही कम ऑप्शन या ना के बराबर ऑप्शन है। एटलीस्ट वो एरिया में जहाँ पे हम रह रहे हैं, यहाँ पे वी कुड फाइंड सम वीगन कैफ़ेज़ एक्सेट्रा। तो मुझे तो रात को मतलब फ्रेंच फ्राइज़ खा के गुजारा करना पड़ा था, पर परंपरा ने बहुत ही सही शीरा बनाया था। वो डब्बा वो फॉर्चुनेटली लेके आई थी, तो वो आधा डब्बा मैंने ख़त्म कर दिया। सो आई वॉज कंटेंट। बट देन वी रियलाइज़ कि यहाँ पे अगर खाना वगैरह है तो थोड़ा पहले से प्रॉपर रिसर्च वगैरह करके रखना पड़ेगा, वरना फिर मुझे इशू आ सकता है। सो राइट नाउ वी हैव कम टू द सेंटर। अभी हम यहाँ पे आके थोड़ा खाना पीना ढूंढ रहे हैं। और ये देखो क्या है। बट एनीवे, खाना पीना ढूंढने के बाद हम खाएंगे, ज़ाकोपने का सेंटर देखेंगे और जो भी यहाँ पे सारी चीज़ें करने के लिए वो करेंगे। देन विल फिगर कि हमको अगर ट्रेल पे जाना है, कि सुबह थोड़ी बारिश हो रही थी तो वी डिसाइडेड कि ऐसे वेदर में ट्रेल पे जाना है लाइक थोड़ा डिफ़िकल्ट फॉर अस जो कभी ट्रेल पे नहीं गए हुए। सो या लेट्स फाइंड सम कैफ़े टू ईट। अच्छा, और एक चीज़ का जो यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है वो है लैंग्वेज। मतलब द फुल टाउन इज़ टूरिस्टी, मतलब बहुत सारा टूरिस्ट के लिए यहाँ पे डेवलपमेंट हुआ है। बहुत सारे होटल्स है, रेस्टोरेंट्स है, कैफ़ेज़ है। बट अगर आपको पोलिश नहीं आती तो यू आर गोइंग टू गेट स्टक अ लिटिल बिट। इंग्लिश थोड़े बहुत वर्ड्स आते हैं बट नॉट लाइक फ्लुएंट। मतलब इवन if आपको जर्मन आता है फिर भी यू आर स्टक बिकॉज पोलिश इज़ अ वेरी डिफरेंट लैंग्वेज। तो थोड़ा वो इशू आ रहा है हमको, बट गुजारा चल रहा है।
also has to do with the fact कि ये थोड़ा ऐसे गांव टाइप का एरिया है।
हाँ,
so
मे बी सिर्फ पोलिश पब्लिक ही आती होगी ज़्यादा। ये भी
I
तो
know
हो
at
सकता
least
है।
Indians के लिए first of all I know a lot of Indians don't really consider or cover Polish cities. जाते भी है तो Krakow, Warsaw के आगे I don't think, I mean I've barely seen people really cover it. But yeah, I think Krakow भी छोड़ के किसी टाउन में आना which is on the interiors, I think that is very very rare. So yeah, I think it's mainly for Polish people or a lot of Europeans. See, the place is popular for sure because this place, Zakopane, from what we read, is considered the winter capital of Poland.
तो हम फाइनली आ चुके हैं बार गोड्स की। ये फाइनलाइज़ किया हमने कुछ ऑप्शंस देखने के बाद। और यहाँ पे या थैंक यू, मेरी कॉफ़ी आ गई जो परंपरा लेके आ रही है। एनीवे, हम यहाँ पे आए और हमको ट्राई करनी थी पोटैटो पैनकेक्स और यहाँ की जो फेमस है पिरोगी। तो यहाँ पे वो लोग ने वीगन ऑप्शंस काफ़ी सारे लिखे हुए हैं, पर मैं वीगन नहीं हूँ, मैं तो चीज़ खाता हूँ। तो मुझे चीज़ वाले पिरोगी खानी थी, बट होपिंग कि उसमें अंडा ना हो। सो फर्स्ट मैंने वहाँ पे गया, पहले मैंने गूगल ट्रांसलेट पे ये लिखा क्या इसमें अंडा है। और ये चीज़ मैंने जाके उनको दिखाई कि भाई मुझे ये पिरोगी चाहिए शीप चीज़ वाला, पर उसमें अंडा है क्या। देन शी सेड नो। लाइक चलो एक चीज़ हो गई। देन पोटैटो पैनकेक्स ऑर्डर किया, उसमें पूछा कि क्या उसमें अंडा है, क्योंकि वो परंपरा को खाना था। पर पोटैटो पैनकेक्स ये तो आई थॉट मैं भी खा लूँगा, बट उसमें अंडे थे तो आई कांट ईट। बट परंपरा कैन हैव ऑल द 3 पैनकेक्स नाउ। और बस यहाँ पे आए, कॉफ़ी मंगवाई और अब वी आर रेडी टू ईट ब्रंच, लंच, ब्रेकफास्ट, जो भी बोलना है इस चीज़ को। सो ये है परंपरा की पोटैटो पैनकेक्स, 3 पीसेस बड़े बड़े। ये उसकी बियर, ये है मेरी पिरोगी जो शीप चीज़ के साथ है। अभी बहुत सारे गुजराती बोलेंगे आता आप लोग घुघरोच है, घुघरोच है मोमोनी स्टाइल में बनावेलो, अंदर शीप चीज़ है। और ये है मेरी कैपेचिनो और ये उसकी शक्कर में लेके आया हूँ। दिस इज़ द होल मील विद दिस क्यूटी। At first, it doesn't have a taste at all. Like it's neutral. But when you eat it, you get this taste of sheep cheese, which is not very salty, but it's just perfect. If this was in India, we would have served it with chutneys and all. We made it more chatakedar. But I'm liking it. I like cheese. I like whatever this thing is. मैं तो खाऊंगा 10 के 10 आराम से. और अब परंपरा ना, she is not fond of cheese anyway, right? फिर भी मैं उसको बोला हूँ टेस्ट कर लें because she tastes everything, so that way she is nicer than me.
Just see, this is what the center of the filling looks like.
That's sheep cheese.
I'm honestly scared. I mean, I hope it doesn't taste like milk. But
It doesn't taste like milk. पहले तो टेस्ट ही नहीं आएगा, फिर थोड़ा थोड़ा चीज़ का टेस्ट आएगा. Then you're like, अरे ये तो अच्छा है, very mild, very nice.
it's like you've dubbed everything that's going on in my mind. But there's this very interesting khatas that comes into somewhere, I think a couple of seconds after you taking the bite. I'm gonna have
कांदा
it.
भी खा लो, थोड़ा फ्लेवर आ गया.
I love kanda.
कांदा
Some quite, yeah. I think the kanda might add a little bit of sweetness to it. It's nice fried kanda.
क्या बात है. I was not expecting परंपरा पूरी पिरोगी खा जाएगी शीप वाली, पर उसने खा ली. शीप चीज़ वाले, शीप वाली नहीं है, मतलब आड़ा टेढ़ा मत सोचना. Like it?
I mean, it's definitely very similar to momos, modak,
Lot of things.
a lot of things that we've eaten before. I feel you should really have it with the kanda because the range of flavors really increases. It's such a small addition, but really nice. And I'm really looking forward to having more pierogis with a different stuff. To be honest, I do feel by the look of it that it's a lot like a lot of Indian dishes that we have, like a chilla or a thali peet, but the one made with potato. I can finish this all. I love it.
Really?
This feels such a close to home dish. They're not Polish, but I think anybody who gets the importance of potatoes and who can make pancakes out of potatoes.
How similar is it to rosti?
Very, very similar. Yeah, like I could, as always, maybe add a bit of salt and pepper for some additional flavoring. But I don't know where they've used egg in this, but
To make the batter probably.
the beer is great as well. So this beer had no name. It was just a very, like, they call beer Pivo over here. So the menu said 300 ml, 500 ml, and that's it. There was no name, nothing. So this is the house beer, and it's really, really nice. I think we can get, this is actually the brand Taiski.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and you can even see it on the beer tap over there. But that's all they serve, and really smooth beer. Goes really great with these potato pancakes. I've found comfort food in Poland. That was bar Korski with its elaborate menu. Let's go.
ये जो ब्लॉग है ना, उसमें मैं गाली वगैरह नहीं देता है, ठीक है, क्योंकि इट्स अ फैमिली ब्लॉग. एवरीवन शुड लाइक व्यू इट ऐसे आराम से फुल साउंड लगा के। और पुलिस लोगों को नहीं पता कि हमारी गाली ऐसे नहीं लिखते ऊपर। और ये जो एक शब्द है उसको ये लोग आइसक्रीम कहते हैं, पर हम लोग उसको कोई और ही कॉन्टेक्स्ट में यूज़ करते हैं। हम लोग कहते हैं
Is it even a European city if you don't find a horse in the middle of the old town? So this building, I mean, I don't know if it's a building, it's a house, but it's such a fascinating structure. Have you been able to figure ये क्या है?
मेरे को स्वामीनारायण मंदिर लग रहा है एकदम सेम टू सेम। बहुत मस्त लग रहा है लेकिन
I mean, yeah, just
स्ट्रक्चर दिखाना
it's a
चाहिए, हमारा
whole.
मुंह नहीं।
It's a completely wooden structure. This one's like a balcony. It looks like it has shops in here. And some desserts smell really amazing. I only see them selling shoes. So this entire structure is dedicated only to sell shoes and sneakers. I think that's crazy. The entire structure looks like यहाँ पे सिर्फ जूते बेच रहे हैं.
But it's so beautiful. Especially see that part. It's amazing. And this is also the one of the main attractions of Zakopane. Like walking down the street is one of these attractions because it's so pretty. Like if you see, it's full of shades, full of amazing buildings and restaurants, cafes, shopping centers, and there is a lot. ये देखो लिटरली बालों की दुकान, कलरफुल रंग बिरंगी बालों की दुकान. And you see this cart, they sell like traditional sheep cheese and honey and jam, etc. And this is like those traditional donuts, I guess. Yep. सेफ्टी फर्स्ट, बॉटल ना कहीं गिर जाए हमारी. It's cold. It's really cold. पानी का जो टेक्सचर है, it's very amazing, and the aftertaste.
Oh God, what the hell is that?
I'm trying to become a food blogger also.
Okay.
I've come to the heart of this street. सारी मेजर चीज़ें यहाँ पे है, और ये भी है. यार आइसक्रीम इतना पॉपुलर हो और इंडियन यहाँ पे आए, वो क्या ही बेचारा करेगा ना. You know, when the street ends and you see those mountains up on top, like there, those are the Tatra mountain range, which is very popular among Polish people, among even Europeans as well, people who love skiing. And so when it's winter, obviously people come and do a lot of skiing here. But right now people are just here to like get away from the sun and the summer, like us, and to experience some coldness, at least in this heat wave that's going on across Europe.
But I really think that I mean, in winters, this place must be like 100 times more magical, and rightly so, because it is the winter capital. So I think with the entire Christmas market vibe, and you know, with lit up streets and this entire vibe, 100 times more with everything being Christmassy and snowy. Of course it'll be cold, but it'll be so much nicer to actually come back here in winters, and I really hope that we can do it.
We've seen pictures of this place in winter, and it's like fully, you know, white, and there are these sparkling lights, you know, red, green, yellow, all across this street that we are walking. And I'm sure it must be magical with all those wooden buildings, and you know, people just here drinking their coffees or mulled beer. They shouldn't, but mulled beer. I'm sure mulled wine bhi milti hogi tabhi. And yeah, I think one thing we should learn, I think both of us, we need to learn, is at least do one winter sport here, so that we can come to these places and do something. We tried skiing in Switzerland, didn't work out, but yeah, we should give it another shot.
I would say more than a winter sport, a winter activity, yes, for sure. And I think one more thing that I've been realizing, given that we only have about half a day more over here, that you really need to have more time, especially if you want to go on trails, on hiking trails, if you want to do activities which could be weather dependent, which require you to do a lot more, you know, than just maybe exploring the main city square. So I think having a lot more time, at least 2 extra days, is very essential, and it's not even expensive. I mean, given the kind of prices that we paid for our accommodation, for the food here, I think once you get here, the cost of living isn't a lot. So I think that way this is a very budget-friendly destination, and there is a lot to do. But I think the planning and the time are two factors which play very, very important roles in here.
We still haven't booked Krakow ka accommodation. Do you want to extend?
But we do have a bus that we booked, which was also super cheap. But yeah, I think let's speed up
to the
and yeah, because I don't want to go to Krakow and feel, oh, we should have had more time here. And especially now that, you know, we really want to travel slow and get a better sense of the places, the culture, the experiences. I think, yeah, this is going to be an interesting transition for us from like hop, skip and jumping places.